Happy Tuesday, and thank you for joining us on Cronkite Sports Now. If you're looking for Arizona stories, both news and sports, you've come to the right place. Here's what we have in store for you today. Today on Cronkite Sports Now, the Cardinals have a quick turnaround to prepare for their game on Thursday, how ASU football plans to recover from a 2-game losing streak, and a community of Goodyear athletes are taking to the mound for their annual softball league. These stories and more coming your way on Cronkite Sports Now. Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to Cronkite Sports Now. I'm Kiana Wallink. Our big story today, developing now. The NCAA will allow athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness. The announcement came about 2 hours ago. In the announcement, Board Chair Michael Drake, who is also president of Ohio State, said, in part, we must embrace change to provide the best possible experience for college athletes. Drake calls it a modernization for the future. The Board of Governors directed each of the NCAA's 3 divisions to immediately work to update bylaws and policies. The move follows the recommendations of a working group appointed by the NCAA in May that includes Northern Arizona President Rita Chang. And it comes on the heels of last month's passage of a law in California that would prevent schools from prohibiting student athletes from profiting from their name, image, and likeness. After their loss to the Saints on Sunday, the Cardinals have a quick turnaround and will be back at the State Farm Stadium on Thursday to play against the 49ers. As they look ahead to that game, all eyes are on one 49er in particular, Nick Bosa.
He is. He's a tremendous football player, high effort, high motor, great personality. You can see those guys are excited for him when he makes plays, and he's having a heck of a year.
He's a freak. Yeah, he's a good player, for sure. So I have to keep my head on the swivel for sure on Thursday.
So we know this Thursday night game falls on Halloween, but no need to fear. The Cardinals will have all the festivities you and your family will need. If you are attending this week's Halloween game, beware of traffic and arrive earlier than usual to catch all of the spooky fun. The Cardinals will have opportunities for their photos with their cheerleaders, face painting available for the younger fans, spooky beverages inside the stadium, and the Walking Red, where staff will be wandering the concourse handing out Halloween fun. Car parks open at 1 p.m. Sun Devil football looks forward to yet another bye week. The team is hoping to regroup and turn the page after they continued their losing streak against UCLA this past weekend.
The Arizona State Sun Devils will have to wait one more week to play a game here at Sun Devil Stadium, as they have a bye week this week after losing 2 straight to Utah and UCLA. The Sun Devils will play host to USC next weekend at 1:30 on Saturday, but the bye week this week gives them time to recuperate after 2 losses and dropping them from the rankings. At Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Brady Klein, Cronkite News.
On November 9th, ASU football will be back in Tempe to celebrate Family Weekend as they face another unranked team in USC. The team has hopes of getting back on their feet with a Sun Devil win and finishing the last stretch of the season on the right foot. As ASU takes another week off, there's one group in the Valley who's jumping into the no days off lifestyle. A senior community in Goodyear has started their annual softball league. The Pebble Creek Softball Association has been around now for 25 years, and the association only expects it to keep growing. Reporter Madison Carter was at opening day to get the story.
The start to a new season is underway for the Pebble Creek Senior Softball Association. 180 residents in the Robeson Resort community participate in the league.
It's a lot of fun to come out. The guys are great. The league is wonderful. I'm vice president this year, so it's fun to be on the board and be a kid again.
The seniors play 3 games a week with practice days in between. And with all of the action, it's easy to forge friendships with one another.
It's the camaraderie of the whole thing. It's just that friendship that you establish. It's like a bunch of brothers. You know, you just come out and have fun.
It's one of the most enjoyable things about this league is that everybody out here and everybody on the field, you know.
Since the Pebble Creek Senior Softball Association has been around for now 25 years, the association has grown in many ways, including changes to the field and the addition of new teams in the league.
One of the big things is the field. The field is much better because when we started on a Little League field.
Every year, it seems like we have more and more teams. and this year we have 15 teams. And we have improvements to the field. We have a new scoreboard this year, new fencing, some new sod in the outfield.
With some of the players participating for many of the 25 years the league has been around, they already know what teams are the ones to beat this season.
Questar. I know they won last year, the league championship. They've got a great team, great bunch of guys.
Oh, well, Osborne Jewelers. We're the team to beat, absolutely. My team.
The league lets it be known that the games are just friendly competition. And although some do come to win, for others, the fact that they just get to play is all that matters.
I'm here to play. I don't care whether I win or lose. I just want to play. I mean, how many people at 80 years old get a chance to play softball? Not very many.
The season consists of 38 games in total, and the teams play every Tuesday and Thursday. Despite their loss, the Suns are turning heads as they've shown improvement, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The team is 2-2 on the season, but their 2 losses were by a combined 2 points. With their 2 wins came via a blowout against the Sacramento Kings and another against a team that was widely considered to be the championship favorite starting this season. That is the Los Angeles Clippers. Although 2-2 doesn't seem to be the best record on paper, the Suns appear to have turned a new leaf this season. They head to the Bay and face the Golden State Warriors tomorrow in hopes of continuing their solid start to the season. The Coyotes are coming home 3-1 after finishing up their East Coast road trip. The Coyotes were down early 2-0 against the Buffalo Sabres in the first period before ultimately winning 3-2 in shootouts.
Going down too early, especially at the end of a trip, it takes a lot of character to put your heels down and start moving forward. And, it started shift by shift, and the forecheck got going, and slowly we took over the game.
This next 2-3 weeks should be tough. We don't have many practice times. We're a lot of traveling, a lot of coming and going. So this is going to be a big test this next 3 weeks, and we're going to have to really rely on our bench this next 3 weeks.
The Coyotes are back home for 2 games this week before starting another marathon portion of their schedule with 16 games in 30 days in November. The team will spend half of those games on the road. Phoenix Rising were able to pull off the win in a physical match against the Austin Bolts Saturday night. Head coach Rick Shantz subbed out his top 2 goal scorers, Solomon Asante and Adam John, in extra time, leading to the 8-7 win in penalties. Claudia Faust is in Scottsdale with an update on the Rising's postseason run.
Team captain Solomon Asante decided to take one for the team late in the game on Saturday night because he was experiencing cramps and he wanted to give his team the best opportunity to advance to the semifinals.
To be so selfless, and he said, Coach, I don't have to be on the field for penalties. And when he said that, he was saying it in a way that it's okay to make a change to get a fresh body on the field. So very selfless. Kind of left it up to me to make the decision, and when I said, okay, Solo, we're going to sub you, he's like, no problem, Coach, we'll be fine. So it was fantastic.
I was finding it very difficult, when I was outside, I was praying for us to win this game because the first game of the playoff is always very difficult.
This Friday, the Phoenix Rising will be facing the Real Monarchs, who are the 4 seed in the Western Conference. The Rising will be looking forward to this rematch, considering it's the only team they've lost to at home all season. But the good news is they've never lost on Dollar Beer Night, and we've got another one this Friday. In Scottsdale, Claudia Faust, Cronkite News.
Phoenix Rising advances to the USL Western Conference semifinals against the Real Monarchs on Scottsdale on Friday. The Monarchs are the only club that has beat the Rising at home, but this time Rising is looked to come out on top to advance to the conference finals for the 2nd year in a row. That does it for today's edition of Cronkite Sports Now. For Arizona sports stories from around the valley, visit the Cronkite Sports tab on arizonasports.com. And as always, for top Arizona news stories, head over to our website at cronkitenews.azpbs.org. And be sure to tune in tonight at 5 p.m. on Arizona PBS for our nightly newscast. On behalf of the entire Cronkite Sports Now crew, thanks so much for joining us. We hope you have an awesome Tuesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place.